All right, can everyone hear me and see my screen? So hold on just a quick minute. I'm just a little bit
Entro
behind.
yo.
Are you on YouTube or on
A mí me llegó un
Discord?
correo ahora diciendo que habían hecho un movimiento como...
All right, guys. So it's an open mic, but if you're talking and not adding to the discussion here, I'm just going to mute the person. So yeah, just bear with me for just a moment here, guys. I'm just trying to get something up, and then we can get going.
Take all the time you need.
Yeah, just another second. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting a slide ready. Okay. Okay, all right. So here we go. So this is the the Bitcoin trading competition breakdown. We're going to go through things that you guys see. We'll have a discussion here back and forth, and we will go through trades and look for opportunities, etc. I got to go through the disclosures first. The general disclosure: all Bookmap limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Risk disclosure: trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. So, but as you guys know, the trading competition here, it is in demo. And you got your $50,000 account. I guess to start off the right off the bat here, any questions on getting set up here? Does anyone have any issues here? Because I know it's complex, but we should be looking pretty good here, and you should have access to your Bitcoin through Tradeovate, and then I have here, as you can see, the Bitcoin USDT spot, and then also the perpetual, and then I also have Binance futures. Now, just as an overview, first off, you need to have this one to trade. Okay, you need to be in live trading mode down here, and then you need to have well, you don't need to have anything else really. We highly recommend though that you look at one of the Bookmap data instruments here, multi-book instruments, especially the perpetual. This is tracking very closely to the Coinbase futures product here. So the reason being, look at the liquidity here. Okay, so I've got like 6 hours or so of, more than that, I guess, data here since 5 a.m. And, we have a lot of liquidity up here at 22,500. If we look at the Bitcoin in here, I just don't see much at all. So there's like a one market making algo here. It looks like, 500 on each side here. And that's what you see kind of working price in here. And then the other reason for connecting to your Binance futures here is you guys have access to, if I dim the heat map, you have access to the liquidations indicator. So we just had a bunch of liquidations, large ones here on the way up. In fact, I'm going to turn it over to the currency quote. So $59,000 here just were liquidated. That means like people are in this product here in real life. They were liquidated. Their positions were short, and they could not cover their margin, so the exchange liquidated their position. So it's always good to see this like stop runs or whatever. I think it's even showing you more than a stop run. So anyway, that's the reason to have some of these other products here. Once you have them and you're all set up in here, then save your workspace. Come up here, do workspace, save as, give it a name, and then save it. So when you load this workspace and you want to trade for the competition, you've got all your instruments. You don't have to go through this process again. Yeah, anyway, yeah, let's take a look and see what's going on here. So hold on just a minute. Okay, and I know I kind of came in late here with the YouTube video, and I know the and I even kind of questioned if we're going to even do this in YouTube, but we'll give it a try today and see how it goes here.
Bruce, I'm following you in YouTube, but I don't see your shared screen on Discord.
Ah, really? Okay. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Good point. Okay, how about now?
Oh, good, thanks.
Okay, okay. All right. So, well, anyway, let's just dive in here. I mean, let's see what are we looking at here. I mean, I'm not really seeing too much. This is looking pretty promising. We've got a lot of volume up at the kind of upper end here, and it dipped all the way back down here to 22,000, and then we see the buyers coming back in. So, you know, looks like they're going to try to go for this liquidity to me. But we're already kind of above these sellers in here. So yeah, I'm bullish, and we already had our liquidations here and a pullback. So looking to see if we can get some more buyers to come in here. We might have to go a little bit lower here, hit some more liquidations on the downside before kind of coming back up to hit 500. But that's my take right now. That's what I'm seeing. Do you guys have any questions? You wanna go over anything in particular?
Yeah, I had some questions about the randomness
Okay, sure.
of the market. I don't understand why Bitcoin is just this, I don't know, volatile is maybe a bad word to say, but jumps all across over the place, and it's like so slow in comparison to the ES. Why is that?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's first off, I mean, who's been trading most of the cryptocurrencies? You know, there's a lot of you know, younger guys trading, and this is my take on it. So I'm not quite too sure, but number one is like we know for sure that in general, people that are trading this are rather new traders, and rather young. And it's just been, it was $60,000. Now it's 22,000. So, you know, probably a lot of people just, you know, COVID period is over. And you know, people are back at work, and there's probably not a lot of interest, and there's probably a lot of algos in here. From what I have seen in trading this instrument, it's to me it just seems like it's so algorithmically just dominated here, that it's event driven. Okay, so algos don't care about time whatsoever. There's no timing of the market really, or timings. I mean, yeah, you can go with maybe the stock indexes and, you know, other times when this will correlate, but it can be, yeah, I find it can be kind of frustrating. You can wait around for hours in here as it does nothing. So that's kind of my opinion, very much so. But
It's very accurate.
what's that?
That's very accurate because I was trading the whole day the nano Bitcoin, and eventually I didn't want to play anymore for some reason. That's really bad.
Yeah. And you place your stops like down at the swing or something like that, and you go away, and they'll be hit later, and you know,
Yeah,
so
right.
yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I to me though, like as I read the order flow now, like we can put the correlation tracker on here too. I don't know if you guys. I don't think it's part of the package, but we can try it and take a look here. But yeah, I'm looking for them to trade up to this 500, and I think soon, basically. Buyers are starting to come in now, but this does not move like the futures, that's for sure. So let's see. Someone else had a question. I think either Frosty.
Yeah, Bruce, just a couple things. You talking about liquidity. Do you see it really drawn to liquidity like some of the other exchanges, or how does it act in regards to liquidity?
Yeah, good point, or good question. Yeah, absolutely. The longer term. I mean, this up here at 500, it's kind of inched up toward it. It played all the way back down to the bottom of the range. And then they're kind of inching toward it again here. So I think it wants this liquidity here. I think the market's looking to trade up to this 500. What's above it? Not a whole lot. 600, 700, 800, 23,000. But yeah, looks like this is just kind of classic stuff. Would love to see maybe more on the bid underneath these levels here, trying to chase it a bit, but not seeing it right now. So it looks like it's gonna, it may be able to take a while here, but to me it looks like it should come up pretty quickly to 500. That would be my take on it.
Okay. How effective are the absorption and sweeps indicators on this? Do they work at all? I've got mine running, and it looks like it's detecting stuff, but I don't know how accurate that is.
Sure. Well, let's jump over. So another one, you guys can see I have the cross BBO, best bid and offer here. So this is the trade of 8 instrument here, the yellow and the blue, right? But let's throw on the sweeps and absorption. Now, the thing is, though, is like basically, Frosty, you'll be getting kind of a advantage there. The other guys won't have access to that. You already had Bookmap, so that's why you have access to the sweeps and absorption. Yeah, let's throw it on here. Looks like we're getting ready here, getting ready to hit it. Now, what I've seen also in crypto is like you already got to be in it, basically. I'm not advocating or recommending a trade, but it'll just pop really quickly. That's what I've seen, at least. And I haven't traded much in crypto, but that's let's take a look at the Binance futures here. Yeah, we're starting to get some liquidations up here as well.
Are you saying taking the high and the low?
Am I saying what again?
You're not about the trading.
Well, it's
tactics and
kind of a
stuff.
funny thing. I don't feel like I should be trading this because, yeah, I'm in the competition, but yeah, I don't think I should be trading this. Like, maybe I can play some trades, no problem. And it'd be more of a kind of a demo thing, but I don't want to win this or anything like that. That's for sure. I got to be kind of outside, I think, of the competition. That would just look way too weird. Just like, oh yeah, Bruce won.
I
Yeah,
would laugh about that.
yeah, that'd be horrible. Let's see if we can get this pop here. It's looking really good to our 500.
And Bruce, you said there's no cross trading, right, for these?
It's too bad the cross trading. We tried to get it fixed and ready to go. We couldn't, with the multi-book product. The multi-book is a lot more complex because we're, connected here to Binance Futures, Bybit, and OKEX for the perpetual here. But it would be awesome. I mean, it's really too bad we can't trade from here and have the trades routed over here.
Yeah, that's maybe something that's eventually coming, or
It is. Not only is the cross trading and cross BBO will be available. I mean, the cross BBO is available now. At least you get that. But we're also going to have liquidations. So you won't have to have this chart open either. So I'm not sure how it's going to work with liquidations because it's only on a few exchanges. And Binance Futures is the best by far. So because it's a leveraged product, so people are getting liquidated all over the place. Whereas the spot, you'll see it. Like, it's not, you'll get them every now and then, but not as much. Anyway, let's get those sweeps up here on the perpetual. I'm going to close this one. I haven't really been looking at the spot. I don't think the heat map's showing me too much either. And also you'll note here, if I put the best bid and offer on this one too, yeah, oh, it is on there. It's already on. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty close. It's not bad. But yeah, the liquidity in here, I don't really like it too much. I'm going to close that one. But I'll keep open the perpetual. This one's been pretty good. Let's put the sweeps on here too. Oops.
would it make a difference where you have them? I've been looking more at the Binance, but I guess perpetual's good too for sweeps and absorption.
Yeah, let's take a look. I don't even have it up. So
Yeah, just trying to get an idea if we can kind of see where stop runs are, that kind of thing.
yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, this is looking pretty good to me. Maybe it's a little much right now. We'll tone it down, but we saw a bunch of liquidations here. Just now, or what time? This was right before 2 East Coast. So let's see here. So yeah, 297. But I mean, look at them over here. Quite a few. So yeah, to me it looks pretty good. I think it's giving you something. And we can tone it down here a little bit. Let's look at. Let's go with automatic mode. We can go with more price levels maybe. Yeah, okay, not bad. Yeah, I mean, one thing about crypto too, like what I've noticed with the Binance futures in here, I mean, it's just fascinating. You watch them, all of these liquidations at these kind of extremes, and it tries again. If it doesn't get that many, it will rotate back down to, maybe it'll try one more time. Doesn't find any, it'll rotate back down, find some,
Hello.
people get stopped out, and then move back on up.
Yeah, you can kind of maybe use it as an indication of kind of an exhaustion level where it's just kind of
Yeah, exactly.
comes back again.
Exactly. Like you could also kind of almost, you look at the divergence here, so, and it makes sense too. It's not just because it's divergent. It makes sense that, okay, well, if they're not if the market goes higher and is not finding buyers here, compelled to buy, then maybe it'll find sellers on the other side, and kind of rotate around a little bit and see if there's like weakness down over here, and sellers to drive the market. So I don't know, I've seen it. You have to be a little careful with it, is from what my experience has been. Like it'll come up into these areas in here. If it's a trending day, it'll just keep going. It doesn't matter, like even if you have divergence or whatever, it just that trending day, it just keeps going higher, and it'll still find people to liquidate. Market will find it. So yeah, but Pro K, like what you were talking about, the kind of doldrums in here, just kind of just rotates back and forth, hitting people, and then until like something kind of happens and that event unfolds, and then and then it moves very, very quickly. It can be really hard to catch, but you already have to kind of be in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it tomorrow again because this is too much for me. I got to participate more in it, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, kind of look at some relative volume in here as well. We know that this was a big liquidation over here, or sweep earlier, and it's a lot of buying in this area here. So like we were saying, we were looking for this. This is looking really good right in here, to move up to here and then try to trade into 500. And then it comes up here and you get 23K liquidation, so half of that, and start to kind of rotate back down again and kind of test these areas again. And this is the auction process here. So another one, Frosty, would be the correlation tracker in here. So we can try that as well. And I'll have to have the S&P open. Shoot, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that here. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I want to do that. I had a crash previously because of the way I'm set up with Rhythmic.
It's okay, Bruce. I'll give it a try. You usually see correlation between the ES and Bitcoin?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's been following it for a while. It's
Thanks.
yeah, yeah, there we go. Now this is working right. Well, yeah, take a look at it and see. It's kind of broken down recently, I think, just because of what's going on with interest rates, and Bitcoin's been kind of doing a bit more of its own thing, over the last, like, I don't know, month or so. But before all of this stuff, with the interest rates, it was correlating pretty closely, I thought, which was weird. Like years ago when Bitcoin came out, I thought it was going to be the flight to safety, like gold or something like that. Instead, it ended up correlating with the stock indexes. It was more like a risk on, risk off type of thing,
Yeah, I noticed that as well. Relative to the, I don't know, I would say the ES, but it moves kind of this similar way.
Yeah. The let's see, what else was I going to say? Yeah, one of the things, like we have Rain. He's actually away on vacation this week, but he trades the crypto markets pretty much exclusively.
We would probably try and get her done in 2 appointments. Yes, it's a good. I think it's good. Yeah.
So
Sorry,
yeah, who's that? RJ?
he's having fun with his wife.
I'm gonna mute you, RJ. Here we go. Okay. So the oh god, what was I just saying? About the I just lost control track of what I was saying there. Oh, about rain. Yeah. Yeah, he's looking at much higher time frames. This is what I was gonna mention. Years ago we did a Binance futures competition, and uh, I thought, oh great, so very low time frames, we will scalp the heck out of this. It just doesn't work. You have to be very careful. So even if it's like kind of make or taker type of liquidity, like if you provide the limit buy, you'll if you get filled, you'll you won't have a commission or like a spread. But if you do a market buy, you get the spread, and that spread you have to get up. Let's say you bought it down here, you have to get up to top of the range or even better just to get to break even. So it's like you got to kind of wait for the higher time frames.
Yeah, we do. We
Yeah.
need to make one.
You need to make like a emergency thing.
All right. Ladder
Broken
Dad.
right here.
Ladder Dad, you are muted.
Amazing try.
This is comedy hour.
It's 9 o'clock almost over here, so
Okay. Where are you, Pro Trader? Pro Trader?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Okay. All right. Yeah. So well, I'm still kind of looking for this 500 up here, even though we came up here and it's just kind of dribbled off.
The same with the ES. It's coming down. It didn't touch the IBI yet.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the might have to come all the way back down into like this area down here. Somewhere around there. There's a couple areas to take a look at. Maybe it's here. Maybe they'll buy off of this. We'll see. But just not enough action right now. You can see it here looks really good. Comes back up, it's looking good. This should do it here. And just not enough action, not enough buyers, and just kind of dribbles on down again here. Now I don't see a lot of sellers yet either, though. So I'm still kind of looking buy side here.
Yeah.
Yeah, higher lows, higher highs. This too is looking really good in here.
Is Frosty also in the competition?
Yeah, I think so. All you guys are, right?
I'm in. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd try it out. I've never or even looked at this market, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. So I saw the questions on well, a lot of questions in there. The limit size on the order, so you can trade up to 100 at once. So your max position size is 100 contracts. Just just so you know. So I think some people like kind of went up to 100 and then stopped trading from the leaderboard. But yeah, you can just you can do all in, all out 100 many times over if you want to do that and trade like, you know, thousands and thousands of
Then,
contracts.
like me, I'm almost at 2,000.
Oh yeah, well there you go. I mean, sure, you can do that if you like.
Oh, I don't like it, but I was testing it. That is so crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's hard for me to
I
do.
think my
It's hard for me to do that many. It just doesn't work for me.
you just go 50, 50, and 50. You will get there, no problem. But if you take every ripple and get lost with FOMO, holy shit!
Yeah.
Sorry for my language.
Go through 50,000 pretty quick.
Oh, I'm plus 126, something like that.
Mm.
I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge.
Yeah, this is it's a tricky market, like you were saying, you know, that you think it's going to move and it just doesn't. In fact, today it's moved well, about $400. That's not bad. $440, I guess, top to bottom here. At least what from the data I have here. Yeah, again, like these areas in here, just like the, you know, the advanced webinars, these areas in here look good. You know, here's the move back down, but buyers come back in again. Here they are. So looking for them to take it up to the top of the range here, and then they break it and back down again for the pullback, back up to these areas, and it never traded up to 500. And then here's your shakeout move. But again, we can look at these areas in here. This is why I'm still bullish. Is you know, all of that buying in here, and this selling in here is not bad, but we're above it already. So just waiting for the buyers to take control here or move it back up into, you know, at least up into here. You know, but 500 is where the liquidity is, so something like that.
Is that most of the time what you do? Follow the liquidation?
What's that?
Is that what you most of the time do? Follow the liquidation?
Well, just you know, like that context of these buyers and sellers in here, in the range. I mean, it's the same old stuff again and again of, you know, who's moving that market, and do they have potential to move it more, and they do up here. This is a weird move to kind of, you know, pull away from it. And then here's our retest. That's horrible. And there's not a lot of selling in here. Yeah, I mean, even down here, you know, once you get those sellers kind of working it down here, they have the potential to go lower here. It just didn't. All right, so let's take a look here, and let's see. I'll make the dots a bit bigger.
Maybe you can tell him, Bruce, to go to 500.
Come on, you can do it.
Almost there.
Yeah, maybe one quick kind of move below. So this is what I'm kind of looking for, is like I don't see those buyers coming in yet, but where we need to see them is up here.
And can this just be a sell structure because there is a weak top?
Yeah,
Or
I mean, it could be. If the sellers come in here, they might be able to take it below these guys here, and then, you know, trade it back down into this level, for these levels here and this liquidity down here. To me, this just looks more like a, kind of a big, it's not really a flag pattern, but like, just a lot of buying in here. There's more buying than selling. So waiting for those guys to roll back in. So here we go. Let's see if they can do it here. We got a little bit coming in.
This is a nice concept, Bruce. I really enjoy talking to you straight away.
Oh, good. So you like the open mic?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
That's nice, Bruce. Question regarding time. Do you notice any time of day that this market's more active? I know it's a global market.
Yeah, it's 24/7. I mean, I think just with the kind of worldwide markets, from what I've seen, that when there's movement in the some of these other markets, like it makes sense because the correlations, or Bitcoin kind of does its own thing, from what I've seen as well. But those other markets, they have, if they're moving like this, everything's going to be moving.
Yeah,
I've
'cause
posted something in the BM Trader Fate chat.
Oh, okay.
That's something to look at.
Okay, so this is looking pretty good. So I'm looking for it. I think we've come down low enough. I think that we've got enough buyers in here to try to pop it back up here again. So yeah, hey, I'll take a position. A measly one lot, right? All right, let's do it. Bracketed. I'll take the brackets off for now. Okay.
What Frosty was talking about the Bitcoin volatility shower, you can see it. Section website.
Oh, okay. The in here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is great. Interesting. Really? So
Yeah.
it's the afternoon, huh?
Yeah, somebody, some YouTuber made that, and I thought that was an interesting concept. I don't know if
So
it's...
what? Oh, UTC. Got you. Okay. So this is minus 5 hours, basically, right? So
No, it says where you are right now, 1800. That's
no UTC time zone, no?
Yeah, I see it. Sorry.
Okay, so this would be like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. I guess, East Coast time, something like that.
I guess.
Yeah.
Figure that out for yourself, of course.
Yeah. The oh shoot, I was looking at the I forgot I was looking at the Binance futures here. I was not looking at the perpetual.
I think Broke. That's interesting stuff.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good stuff.
Share all my stuff most of the time. Most of the time I don't really share my stuff, but if the opportunity is there, I will share everything.
Yeah, thanks. This is just a friendly competition. We don't really know what we're doing anyway, right?
Well, there are some guys that do it really well, but I have some skeptical ideas about it, how they trade it. I'm not gonna criticize it.
3x3, long 3x3.
Well, let's see if we can do it here. Still kind of looking for that move. Yeah, the Bitcoin or the perpetual here doesn't look quite as clear, I think, as this is a little bit clearer. See, this is the thing that just drives me nuts. S&P as well. Like you'll get the moves to the top of the range here, and it just like goes back and forth again and again and again. So we got some sellers here. If we can get them upside down, maybe get up above here. All right, now these guys should be compelled to buy. These guys here as well.
Might be right, Bruce.
I
Excited
mean,
it.
yeah, we'll see. It just exhausted out here. So, you know, someone's going to get trapped here on one side or the other.
Yeah.
One thing is nice though is to go. You know, I just think your probabilities are higher if you look at this and you go with the bigger trend. You know, and yeah, this is I mean, you know, in terms of bigger trend today, it's like there's not really a trend here, but I would say there's a nod to the upside basically.
Isn't it also true that we are switching from BitU2 to another contract because everybody is rolling over?
This I'm asking in the chat here, and I don't know the answer to it. How Coinbase futures works. So I would imagine, you know, they're going to go to the Z contract, but I don't know what the volume is or anything. I had to ask, you know, our team here, so I'm waiting for them to get back to me.
I got you.
Yeah, because I tried to add in the Z contract here and I could not. So, and
Still no IB.
it now this should expire on Friday, so I mean it's good. It should be good for the competition anyway, right? So
Yeah.
it should be all right, and then you just look at their perpetual here with the Bookmap data.
It was a really great tip in the perpetual.
This dip here. Boy, that's a lot of sweeps. I'm gonna have to bump this up even more. So Frosty, you can see like you know, this it's not so gauged toward the crypto markets, but that's okay. We can get it working here. Just put in a bunch of levels. It has to sweep. Yeah, looking better. We can also bump up the time frame here.
Yeah, I haven't really found a sweet spot for the settings yet. I've just been playing around with it this morning, so I'm
in
quite sure.
in crypto.
Yeah, so I had to
Yeah.
set the multiplier up pretty high, and then I thought maybe
Yeah.
it's a little too high, and so I've been kind of adjusting it. But I mean, yeah, I think once we get the setting right, I think yeah, it's definitely something we can use to see.
Yeah, try the levels. This will filter out should filter out a lot, because that's a lot of price levels it's got to sweep, and it's still
There
showing them,
also
you know, a few.
is there also a way to reduce the algos a little bit in
Not sure what you mean.
well, if you watch the BTU2, see it that it's a lot of algos
Right.
instead
Yeah.
of a whole line of volume, or that doesn't make any sense.
The I mean, I think this is, you know, these queuing algos in here. I mean, it's always 500, and you know, market making algos in here. But that's my opinion.
But the light blue is not really necessary, right? Or is that something Bitcoin does?
Yeah,
I don't know.
the light blue is going to give us a little bit more insight in this. I mean, it's really thin here. I mean, look how many, you know. It's not bad on the inside market here, but there's just not a lot, you know. And so we're not getting a lot out of it.
Right, all right.
So let's see if how we doing here. That's it. If we're going to get it to that 500 or not. Yeah, I like it. I'm still looking for it here. This is our third attempt up here. There's a lot of power behind it here. Now this is again, this is what I've seen in crypto markets. Everything looks great, and then it just goes a little higher, and there's just no buying up here, you know. And you're like, oh no, like it, you know, you have to it rotates back down, it comes down here, and then it come back, you know, an hour later it'll come back up here. But to me, this right here is looking outstanding. This is good volume. They just pulled on this level at 380, looking for 400, and let's see if they pull, and then maybe we can get up to like this 480, and that's where the majority is, not 500. They're at that 480 there. So 500 is not bad either, though. But yeah, watch this kind of peter out, and then it'll come back down to here, you know, or here, and retest that area. So yeah, it's looking better and better here. So yeah, and now they're pulling at 400. I guess I should
You call him already, Bruce.
Yeah, I guess I should put a stop in, huh? Or a target. If you want to, you know, you click the pin here, and that will, and I'll put in my limit here. So now if I go back to that with this, when this is enabled here, it will, I can still trade from it. I don't have to turn it on again.
I just noticed Tom is over here as well. So, how are you?
Yeah. You could put a dome in here if you guys want as well. Use the trading dome here. So here I'll open up a new column, and then choose trading dome, and then add the default dome here. Now you know this is what it did here, but I'll show you. It's just too spaced out. That's what it is.
do you rather trade off of the dome or
No,
normal
I prefer
buy-in?
off the chart. I really do.
Just buy one and put your stops.
Yeah, or I like multiples. Basically, so you can scale out and look for a runner.
Interesting.
There's another COB column. I don't need that. And let's go back to here. Okay, so not bad. We made it to the top of the range here, and there's still some buying, it looks like. So it's almost 3, it's approaching 3 p.m. here. So, and they're adding quite a bit more up here, guys. So at 480. So let me go back to 480 here. I think I'll just kind of put mine down at 480 or front run it a little bit here.
Did the ES break the IBI already?
I don't know. I'm afraid to put the ES on because last time basically I'm connecting via Rhythmic R Trader, and I made that connection, and then it did something, made my Bookmap crash. So
I've still got it between VWAP and VPOC. Yes, it hadn't broken the high yet.
oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be back.
Did you
and
swap
forth.
already, Frosty?
Yeah, I'm on Z.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm a lot of people over here in the webinar or a lot of comments here on the YouTube. Elena, I'm not sure if you don't have access to that liquidation indicator. Boy, this should be a nice liquidation here. Yeah, 41K. The way to go here is go to help, go to Bookmap Marketplace, or I'm sorry, go to no, you don't have to go to Bookmap Marketplace. Go to the knowledge base, which is the user guide. Okay, go there. Once you're in here, then go to add-ons, and then you'll see it in here. So you should have access to it. Click here. There's a video here, and then look on the right-hand side. This is kind of the index for this page, and then you'll see the installation in here, right here. And that'll drop you down the page. Download it here. Make sure you have 7.3 build 26 or higher, and you should be able to add it. Just go through the process in here, right? Or watch the video here too. Okay. Okay, all right, so Captain Price, you've been pretty active in here. If you want to jump over into Discord, the discussion's open, as you guys can hear. You guys can hear that in YouTube, right? Should be able to.
Hello, Bruce. Can I ask something?
Yeah, sure.
What is that blue and yellow lines on your chart?
So this is the cross BBO indicator. So if I hover over it, this is the best bid here, the blue, and the yellow is the best offer for. See, it says BITU2 at TV, which is Tradeovate. So basically, I'm projecting the price or best bid and offer price from this instrument here onto Binance futures here. Okay, so that way, if you see any kind of discrepancies in here and you want to maybe take advantage of it, I'll have a video for you guys. Rain made a video of it, and he saw some really interesting stuff using it. So I'll have that up later today or tonight, and then I'll refer to it. But you should have access to it for this competition if you want to download it. Same process. Go to the knowledge base add-on section, and then go to, you'll see it here, cross BBO, and this talks all about it in here. And you scroll down here, here's the download link.
Interesting. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, as Frosty was mentioning, it's too bad, like we just could not, we would have loved to, it's complex, we would have loved to had the cross trading and cross BBO both available for you guys for the competition, so you could trade off of this chart and have your trades routed to your Trade-Evate Coinbase futures instrument. Okay, so no reason yet, right, to get out or anything. I'm just looking for the move up into 480 here. Okay, a little, consolidation here. Now we don't know. It still looks good, but if it rotates back down here and we get a bunch of sellers, it'll probably come right back down and test where it broke out from.
That made me laugh because Tom was saying this as well, to keep an open mind. I don't know. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, this for me, like, yeah, I hear Tom say things like that. For me, it's more like scenarios. This scenario can unfold. What will it look like? What will it likely do? That we can kind of piece together. I mean, in terms of something wild happening, like some geopolitical thing, or maybe some huge player just comes in and just drives price down, super low or something. Hey, it happens, and that can happen at any moment. It's just less likely. It doesn't happen all the time. Every now and then. So we got to go with what we see right now. And there's nothing here telling us yet that this is, going lower.
It's completely the opposite right now of the ES.
Is it really? The ES is going lower right now.
Yeah, but I'm on the other contract still. I didn't roll over yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Like, a lot of times you'll see it look for it on the chart. You'll see on that U contract. Take a look where the liquidity starts to look a little weird. It probably happened around 1 this afternoon. I'm just curious, Pro K. And see if you can see it in the S&P. So basically, like around 1 o'clock, I would say your liquidity in the S&P probably looked like this.
Oh yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah, it is. It is completely the whole day like that.
Oh, read the whole day like that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at it earlier here, and they're still saying this is the current month, and it is true. Until Friday, it will not be the current month. But look at the volume and the open interest here on the contract spec. There's more. It's still a little bit. It's almost equal here. Let me update it here. Just refresh it just in case. Yeah. Yeah, it's still a little bit more on the September. I'm kind of surprised if this is accurate.
Could be right.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if at the end of the day here, it'll. I mean, I'm sure today you'll likely see it roll. If not, for sure tomorrow. All right, so yeah, just shy here. Now see the exhaustion here. Now we're looking at this. Let's go back to the perpetual. Okay, so yeah, starting to see some selling come in. Okay, it's still bullish though.
Sorry, Bruce. I gotta ask another question, please.
Yeah, sure.
I always follow the BTG USDT perp features chart in my live broadcast. Why are you following this chart?
The perpetual contract.
Yeah.
Because well, this is the multi-book product, and this is showing here. Basically, up in the top here, you can see it's BTC USD tether for Binance Futures, Bybit, and OKEx. So I have 3 different exchanges here. So it's giving me a bit more information. The liquidity and the transactions are for 3 different exchanges, not just one. So if I jump over to the Binance Futures here, this is just one exchange.
This is better. How did you open this chart?
You like this one better?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
no, the other one.
The other one, yeah. I think this one's a bit better. It's go up and you'll have to make a connection here to Bookmap data.
Okay.
And if you don't see it, go to configure. And if you don't see it here in the drop down, if you haven't added it already, you'll need to add it here. Okay, so go here, and then you'll likely, if you don't have it, you'll need to scroll down to the bottom, and you can see these ones I have not installed here. So then you'll have to install it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Where is the connection?
So once you've made the connection, once you've installed it and restarted Bookmap, you'll need to restart. Then what you do is you add your connection here, and you're going to select from the drop-down Bookmap data right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Then that's it. I mean, give it a name. And then click OK. Now you need to come right back up here to connections, and then you need to select it. All right.
Thanks a lot.
Sure. Then once you selected it, the tab will show up here. You click on the tab, and you will add in the symbol Bookmap data, then BTC USDT, and then perp for perpetual. And then it should show up just like this. All right, let's see if these see how we can kind of looking for a squeeze here, looking for it, right? Still looking for this liquidity here, and our squeeze is this liquidity or these traders in here selling. and then getting them on the wrong side here. If we can just get a little bit higher here on the buy side, and we should be able to see some a move up here. And then we can even look here in Binance Futures and look for the liquidations in here. Sorry, someone else had a question?
Somebody was sneezing.
It was a sneeze. Okay. All right, looking good. Now I'm looking for a quick pop now up into this here too. Just because we got some compelled buyers in here due to the selling. And it's only hit 7K so far. I want to see 50K hit.
You called it, Bruce. So you called them. So 500 is going to be it today.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm front running it a bit, right? 480 is really it. It's not 500. So let's take a look. Let's manage this here. So yeah, I'm just in front of 480, and best offers right on it right now. But there's a spread in here, and it's got a trade up here. So and that was my target. So I'm happy to get, if I can get it, I'm out, and that's that. There we go. Okay, so I'm out. I'm flat. And that was that. So here was the entry down here at 350 or so. Yeah, 350, and then here we got out at 475. So just in front of that 480. Let's jump over. Let's see. Did that? No, it hasn't traded yet. Hasn't traded yet. So and we got a little bit of a break there from the from that Trade of 8 instrument, that Coinbase Pro. It's a little bit higher. You can see here, right? So this worked in our favor basically, and this has not hit that 480 yet, but over here. It kind of did. So you can also see it here, right? So that's another thing, kind of a detail. See how they're not aligned. They're off by let's see here. This is 430, and this is I don't know what to call it. Is it 480? Yeah, or 475. Let's call it 475. So 430. So it's like 35 or 45 points higher. Yeah, about 45 points higher. Right. So that's a kind of a detail. It's kind of important. So if we were shorting, we'll have to adjust for the best bid and offer in here. This is how this is very useful to understand, like the price range here for the Coinbase Pro instrument versus this perpetual. Does that make sense to you guys? Do you have any questions on that? I mean, I guess it worked in my favor. I mean, I got filled, right? But it really hasn't. This has not hit its liquidity yet. So basically, maybe I'm cutting myself a little short, to be honest, because this is likely to go higher to maybe 500 instead. Let's take a look. So even at 500 or 480, it should be up, 45 points higher, right? So It should be up here around 530 or so, 525, 530, something like that. That's where we got to see the yellow line if this hits this liquidity here.
Really handy for the upside, but I don't see benefit for the downside though.
Well, to the downside, like maybe you your stop gets hit easier, you know, or maybe your target's never reached, right? So it reached the target, my target, a little earlier, just because I didn't have that in consideration here. So that's basically a trader error.
There is a bearish divergence on the cumulative volume delta. Can you see?
Between here and here.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a fan. I have to say, I've just been run over so many times that there is a little bit of divergence. It's true, and maybe it works out. Maybe it comes down here, but all it takes is a little bit of buying back up here, and it'll blast right through.
Absolutely. That's true.
But that's why, like, you know, I always, you know, preach or like teach, like, go with the order flow first, and then if you get something more out of it, then you can go with or as a correlation or confluence, you can go with the divergence. And then I guess the way to look at it here, I'm sorry, who was speaking?
Mohammed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, another thing is to, you know, look at the order flow in here in the structure. That'll be really helpful for, you know, if you want to go with this divergence or not, because you know, it's still making higher highs in here, and I still see buyers up here as well. So to me, it looks like it still wants to go up there, but you know, hey, maybe this is it right here. You know,
Yeah.
you know,
It's working.
yeah, sellers are now starting to see it,
Yeah.
and bring it back down here.
This is typical price movement. I see always this structure.
Okay. Well, you know, however you want to use it, the tool is here. You are the artist, and
Absolutely.
yeah, here we are back down to the bottom of the range here. And now it's 315, so we've got, you know, some markets should start to kind of pick up a little bit. So we'll probably see some action back and forth now. This is freaking me out too. Like down here, you see this? It says connection lost here at Tradeovate. Restoring.
Yeah.
And it's red.
As always.
Yeah. So I don't know if this even documented it correctly. I mean, we're getting action here. We're getting, you know, price action and movement. So it is connected, but I don't understand. Like I'll have to check if this actually went through or not.
Yeah, I use it for like 3 months already, and it's happening all the time, so I didn't bother anymore.
Okay. All right. I'll let the developers know about this, because yeah, it says it's disconnected, and I'm clearly I'm not.
No, it's all just fine.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Peaceful Dragon posted something in the Bookmap Trader Fate. I think he has questions about it.
Oh, okay. Okay, the bracketed order doesn't work for you. Okay, so OCO is a little different than bracketed. So let me test it here. So let's see. Yeah, don't show again. Okay. All right. So now where is that? Okay. No, it works for me. Yeah. So yeah, it works for me. I don't know what you had said in here, but okay. So try unchecking the trailing stop. That should work as well. I mean, you can have your bracketed order and then a trailing stop right to it as well. No problem. Okay, so Peaceful Dragon, I don't know if you want to give that another try and let me know. Just use one order here. It'll barely register. I think that move I think I made 73 cents. So I'm just going to flatten this. All right, guys. Well, let's see. We've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes. We'll call it a day, I think, or at least for now. I set them all for this whole week. That might be a bit much, but I'd like to be in here and answer you guys' questions and help out, however I can. I'm thinking maybe 2 o'clock's not a good time. Maybe more like 2:30 or 3 is better to get a little more action. But what do you guys feel?
When is
Okay
that?
for me.
Okay. So yeah, maybe we'll try maybe 3, maybe the last hour. I don't know. I'll think about it and I'll let you guys know tomorrow. But yeah, somewhere around there. So we're coming back up again. right? Now let's look at the kind of the relative volume in here, or what Scott calls relative volume. But we're looking just at the size of the dots here in the movement. Okay, we're seeing buyers come back in, but at this time, this is a pullback. So that divergent play worked out pretty well. Here's the move lower, and this is kind of what I was saying before. And maybe we'll have to jump over here and we can see it a little bit better. No, this is actually pretty good data here. More sellers at this lower area in here, down below the swing. But this is a lot of selling in here compared to this buying in here. Okay, so this is kind of your low volume pullback here. And then basically, if that's what it's going to do, then what we're looking for is some exhaustion on the buy side here. Sellers come in a little bit here and then come right back down to somewhere around in here, somewhere between 350 to like 370, something like that.
Now, like a price check.
Yeah, I mean, for the opposite to unfold, that's one scenario here. But for the opposite to unfold and hit this liquidity here, then what we're looking for is the buyers, they really got to show up in here. Like right now, we see that this is the volume in here, and it started just about in here. This is a low volume pullback. So sellers remain in control until we see something different on this very, very small time frame. Okay, so that's the concept here. So if we get back down here, we see more sellers. They should be able to drop it down into this area here. Okay, it's not much movement. We're looking at $10 per tick, but this is the concept that's important. If we can get back up into here, if we get our buyers back up into here, they should have enough buying power to upend this selling here, and then we're looking finally to slingshot up into 480 or 500. I thought we'd get our quick move in either here or here and just steamroll over people and then see liquidations hit. So we got 24K, we got 12K on liquidations, and then we got this. Now, funny enough, with this move here, there's no liquidations there. So that's pretty funny. That's pretty odd. So if this is likely, there's still maybe some weakness here to the upside. Basically, it tested this down here. It's a thought. It's a thought. Don't want to overly complex things in here, but it's a thought. Funny enough, like it went down below the swing and everything. You should hit some people down here, and we don't see any liquidations whatsoever. So maybe we got to try back up again, and if we can get our buyers up about here around 420, and then get back up into these areas here and get more liquidations. Right, and this is that you probably heard many times, like the market's always seeking liquidity. Well, the easiest liquidity to seek is basically compelled buyers and sellers that are trapped or stubborn enough to not even exit. The exchange has to exit for them. So let's see if we get our buyers here. And if we do, let's see if we can get up to 480 or 500. Anyway, in terms of a trade idea here, this may unfold, but I don't think it's high probability. I thought what we saw down here was a lot higher probability. It made sense to me, like you know, we had this area in here, buyers were in here, this is a pullback. We knew that, and then we're looking, if we can get our buyers up here, then we're looking for them to try to come up to at least, you know, up in these areas, and then maybe 400, and if they can do that, then maybe to 480, 500. That was the concept, and then that played out. So this one here is like a little more, this is a little volatility in here, so I'm not really sure what, you know, what to think of this selling in here yet. I know they didn't liquidate anybody, so I know that. But you just can't deny this was a lot of selling. All right, so, you know, they should be trying to, you know, test down here again, basically.
I have one more question, by the way.
Sure.
What are the openings of the Bitcoin closes?
There are none. It's all blockchain. So, or, you know,
It's 24/7.
It's 24/7.
Because it opened this morning for me then on 6 o'clock.
I'm sorry. The futures, that is true. That's the spot. The futures, it's in the FAQs. Let me find it.
Oh, my bad. I didn't.
Yeah, no big deal. So if we go here and we go to /Tradeovate. Okay. We go down, scroll down to FAQs. Okay, it ends at 11:59 East Coast time. I didn't know that. I thought it was at the market close, but no, it'll go until basically Saturday morning or midnight on Friday night. And I did see it in here as well.
Outside of the competition, it will be just 24 hours.
Yeah, no, but I did see something about that, like in here. It's
Hey. Oh.
no, that's about registration. Yeah, here it's in here, right? What are the trading hours? 23 hours a day. Okay, 5 days a week. So that's that's because it's the nano Bitcoin futures from Coinbase Pro. So the spot market is always open, but this futures market is not. So it's a because it's a derivative. Yeah, with trading halting from 4 to 5 p.m. Now that's Central Time, so that would be 5 to 6, just like the futures products. Same for the S&P E-mini and the NASDAQ E-mini. They'll be closed the same hours, Monday through Thursday, Monday through Friday, basically. Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, thank you for your time, Bruce.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks for coming, guys.
Really enjoyable.
And participating. And think of some more questions or like what you're looking at, and what trades, if you want to go over some trades, you know, let me know. And maybe we can you can send maybe we can even screen share. I don't think you
that would be a great idea.
Yeah, maybe we can set that up. I don't see permissions right now for screen sharing, just me. But if someone wants to, then I should be able to enable them. You might have to restart your Discord, but
Oh, I can stream.
okay. Yeah. So all right. Well, let's let me know what you guys think, and I'll let you know tomorrow what we're gonna do, if it's gonna be at 3 or 2 or maybe 2:30. But we got a little bit of action here. I mean, here was 2 o'clock here, and yeah, 2:30 we didn't see much, but then finally picked up around 2:45, and then we got some action in here back and forth. So anyway, yeah, in this scenario here, yeah, don't know, like 2 scenarios basically. I'm looking for a lot of buyers to come in here. I still like the upside, to be honest. The liquidity's up here. It's been playing around with this liquidity all day long, and now is the time to hit it. So I'm still looking for the buyers to get back up above these guys here and then hit into this liquidity. All right, that would be my primary scenario here. However, these sellers try to shift the market away, and we're looking to see if they come back in. I don't see them right now, so I'm looking for buyers to try to press it up to here and then hit that liquidity. Secondary scenario would be like we get kind of up here and we exhaust out on the buy side. We get back down to about here, middle of this range in here, and we see some big selling. If we see some big red dots in here, likely back down to here, maybe even back down to the bottom of the range down here. Okay, something like that. Yeah, leave you guys with those 2 scenarios. And we'll come back and revisit tomorrow. So,
Thanks, Bruce.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, take care.
Have a great night.
Okay, yeah, you too. Take care.